I'm back for video number 2 today. It is Tuesday, August 19th. Okay, real quick. Remember my cute little travel case that Corey sent me about 3 weeks ago, maybe a month almost now? Well, I was watching videos here on YouTube, trying to figure out, how do I pack it with my supplies so I don't feel like I'm overwhelming myself with an overabundance of supplies. But you want to make sure that you have enough of everything. And sometimes you're going to travel with your Hobonichi or your journal book, but sometimes you won't. So I figured, okay, sometimes I'll have it with me, but I don't need to always have it out to do things in it. So leave it in the room, but take my travel case to jot down quick notes and things like that. So that's what I had in mind when I was packing this. So watching Adam's Philo here on YouTube gave me some great ideas, and so I kind of went along with how he had supplied his carry case. Now, just to show you this, she gave me the green to match my green Sherry Nietzsche tote. I love that. Now, as you recall, a couple of weeks ago, or just last week, but for about a total of 2 weeks, I was suffering from migraines and I couldn't sleep at night. So one time I was watching a YouTube video, I can't remember her name of the channel I was watching, but she had one of these cases, and she said she took her crystal accents. I'll show you. I have the bottle right here. I just want to make sure. Glossy accents, that's what it is. She took her glossy accents, okay, and she went along all the seams to reinforce the seams on her carry case. So I decided to do that because I'm like, oh, I have some of that. I could do that. Now, mind you, it's about 3:15 in the morning. I can't sleep. I have somewhat of a migraine, and so that's why I was up watching videos. So I decided to do mine right then and there, and in my state of not feeling well and lack of sleep, I didn't stay in the seam as well as I should have, and so I'm going to show this to you so that you ladies don't do as I do, okay? Wait until you're feeling better to do things that you need to pay attention to, okay? So as you can see, I did okay right there, but then see, I got a little sloppy there, and I'm doing okay. You can see a little bit of overrun right there, and then you come over here and you see some overrun there, and then all of it, I must have blinked or something, because you see, I don't know what happened there. And then you just go around, and so she did it on all the seams, and I just, as you can see, I messed up right there too. You just don't do this when you're not feeling well and you're not fully awake. And I kind of messed up a little bit right there, and I think that's about it. So as you know, I made these little paper clip flowers from some flowers that I bought from the Daiso. I always say the Daiso, from Daiso store, and I just put paper clips on, made them into paper clips. They were magnets, and I remember I took the magnet off, and then I just put a little crystal ball on top. That's what I did with the magnet from the back of those flowers. Now, this is a little mini clipboard that I bought from Daiso, and it's just a little magnetic clip that fits. It's tight, but I just leave it in there and it will, loosen up a little bit so you can get it in and out real easily. But that's a great little surface to write on. If we're in the car, I could take a piece of paper, or I could take a little note, and I can write while we're driving along in the car, so I can have my notes that I want to incorporate in my Sherry Nietzsche later when we get back to our room or get back home or whatever. But I decided to purchase one of these just for that purpose. Now, as I open up the fun little pouch here, okay, this is what it looks like so far on the inside. And what I decided to do was stay in the green theme, since my Sherry Nietzsche tote and my travel case is green. I decided to just do everything green. So I took all my pens, I went out and I purposely bought pens and correct tape and everything else, as much as I could, or whatever I had here that was green that could go along with this. And I'll go through it all. So in this back flap right here, Okay, this very back flap right there. Let me take everything out there to show you. I have my Oh My God, OMG paper clip that Wendy sent me, as well as I pulled out a couple of the note cards that have my initial for our last name, just in case if we're out somewhere and we're visiting, maybe we just stop by someone and they're not home, we can leave them a quick note, let them know that we were there, or we leave a note for a great waitress or something, or just, we sit there and say, oh, it's so and so, we forgot to send them such and such, so while I'm out or even just in our room, I can just write a quick note and not feel bad that I forgot to do something. But it's nice to just have some note cards on hand for whatever purpose. And I took off some of these Monday through Sunday week from a pad of paper, as well as you can see, I'm using green paper clips too, and the letter initial B to match the note cards. I just pulled some off of the memo notepad to put inside of here as well. So that's in that flap there. And then the flap behind that, in this little pocket back here, I put some more things. Again, I'm using all green paper clip. And then this was from the Snap, kind of like the Project Life tags and everything. And then these were some of the coordinating green little Project Life cards or Snap cards that came in it. See, that has green there, and this has green here. Oops, this goes that way. Is that right? Today's a great day, so it goes this way. And then we have this polka dot on the back side here, or I could use that side as well. So I have that in the pocket behind that pouch there, as well as I have my little template ruler in there, even though it's blue. They didn't have it in pink. And then I picked this up from Daiso, just if I needed to jot a letter and put it in the mail real quick while we were out somewhere. And I love the envelopes that came with it. And I love it because it's just so compact and thin that it all works really well together in the pockets without making it very bulky and difficult and hard to work with. So then, in front of that, still on this side, I pulled the pin from this pin from my Papermate profile set. I pulled the green, the lighter green from there. I purchased this mechanical pencil from Daiso to match it, to match the green. They did not have this correct pen in green, but I figured I'll go ahead and get that just so I could have a correcting pen in here. I also used one of the Hello Kitty gel pens that I received in a rack. I'm sorry, I can't think right off the top of my head who gave it to me. And then I have the scented green apple highlighter that I put in here. And then this is a eraser. They didn't have it in green, but I went ahead and I purchased it in blue because I can always wrap this in washi tape to match everything. Now, I'm not trying to be obsessive with the green, but I just think it just all looks really cute and fun just to kind of keep it all in the same color. I also pulled out a section of the green labels out of the label set that I purchased from Daiso a while ago. And then I also pulled off some of the Martha Stewart green notepad that I purchased, as well as I pulled off some of the numbered notepads from some of my stash. And then from the washi tape samples that Corey sent me a while ago, I pulled the two that had green in there, the sunglasses and the diamond print on the washi tape. And so I decided to put that in there, as well as having these two magnetic page markers, because there's the green gumdrop and then there's green candy dots on sprinkles on these cake pops. Okay, so that's the one side of my travel case. And so let me put all this back in and we will flip over to the other side. Once I get that in there, there we go. Okay, so now on this side, as you can see, I pulled some more. I just popped that in there because it was in my way the other day. I pulled some of the memo note off of the Post-it note set that Corey sent me, the Peace, Love, Sunshine pack that she sent me in my rack, as well as this peace sign sticky notepad. I put those in there. And then I kind of made this little page marker flag. We need to use some glue to put that down there. And all I did was take this little plastic piece. I have been buying things that come in like this little plastic box. And all I do is just cut the two back sides out just for the purpose of something like this, just to be able to put in my planners and my agendas and everything. And then I just went through all of my stash and I pulled off the green flags and page markers off of various pads that I have, and I just stuck them onto here, and it fits, and I cut it to fit just perfectly to come in and out of my pouch here. So that was another tip that I found from someone on YouTube that same night that I couldn't sleep. Okay, and then I also took that same glossy accents and I went all the way around on all the seams here, as you can see on the mesh pocket right here. But I went around on all the seams and I did that. Okay, behind that I have my Hello Kitty, and this does have green in it, so that's why I put that in there. And then I just wanted to have this great little Post-it notebook of Hello Kitty in there, because you can never have Hello Kitty too far away from you. Then in the zipper pocket behind that mesh pocket, right, oh, there's one more thing, and I have these Avery see-through page markers, and you can write on these, but you can also see through it with the tab sticking out of your page. So I love that. You get 10 in there. And then in the zipper pocket behind all of that fun stuff, I have my glue runner, which I went back to Daiso to see if they had it in green. This is blue, and they did not, so I just went ahead and I kept that in here. And then I have the backup erasers for this mechanical eraser over here in this little blue eraser case there. And then I put some green apple scented leads in here for refill the mechanical pencil on the other side, as well as I put some of the Hello Kitty notepad stickies that Corey sent me in my rack. I put those in there, and then also back here in this pocket. This little pouch holds a lot. I decided to put one of these journal books in the back as well. This one says Little Book of Big Ideas, because whenever my husband and I are on the road, all of a sudden we just get so creative. And he's like, write that down. And so I'm always looking around for a piece of paper and everything and stuff, because I like to travel light where I'm sitting on the passenger side. I don't like a lot of things by my feet. I don't like the back of the seat having a bunch of stuff on. I like everything to be in the trunk. And so I try to travel light, and so with this case it's going to accommodate my quirkiness about that, and this is really going to work really well. So it's the Little Book of Big Ideas, and so that goes in this back zipper pocket as well. So that's how I have supplied my travel pouch that Corey was just so gracious to send me. And I just love this, and the ideas of what I'm getting off of YouTube of how to supply it without feeling like either I'm leaving something behind or I have it too full. I decided not to use the little loop dealy here, pencil holder here or pen holder there. I prefer to have the pens over here on this side. It seems like there's more room to accommodate all of that. Oops, my little mini gel pen slid down. It seems like there's more room on this side to accommodate that. And so I like how this keeps this open and nothing is really leaning up against the pads that I have over here and stuff. Now, there's more things that I need to put in here and kind of, you know, organize a little bit better and everything. But that, so far, that is how I'm going to have this supplied for us when we go on the road, and I will feel confident enough that I have everything that I'm going to need. And my thought process is like when we are doing something and going somewhere, I pull out my little board here to write on. I pull out one of my little pieces of note paper in there, and I write down, you know, just as a reminder for when we get back to the room, I can pull out my Sherry Nietzsche, and then I can incorporate all my little notes onto my Sherry Nietzsche and to go from day to day like that, instead of feeling like I have to carry my Hobonichi and all my pins and my glue and my washi tape and all that. I can make the notes on the go and then just transfer them into my Sherry Nietzsche when we get back to the room, and that way I won't feel like I've missed anything. Well, that's how I have supplied my Sherry Nietzsche travel organizer case from Corey. Thank you. So I wanted to share that with you. And you guys, let me know if you want me to pick you up one of these, because I saw this after the fact and they didn't have a lot of different colors. I was surprised to see the green. So if you don't mind it being a different color, not matching what you're really working with, I will be more than happy to pick one up for you guys. And I should have, but I just really wasn't thinking until I got home. It's like, oh man, I should have bought more so I could send one to everyone. So just let me know and I will be more than happy to go out there and get you one. Thank you so much for your time, ladies. You know I appreciate each and every one of you. And I think that is all I need to share with you right now. And I'm going to go back and finish playing with my hair here and feel like I might have to trim it up and everything because it might be a little too long. I need to go do my nails and just get ready for the rest of the week. Okay, thank you so much, ladies. As always, I want you to be blessed. Bye-bye now.